So here we are in Oshkosh. This is the place where I grew up and spent most of my life actually before moving to Appleton. And I had some time in between some real estate and architectural gigs. So I was down here. I thought I'd do a little bit and see what was going on. There's a Times Cinema on the right. Saw a lot of great movies there back in the day, including Back to the Future. Anyway, this will be a little bit of a walk down memory lane as well. Here's Camera Casino. That place has been around for a long time. When I was in college, bought a lot of black and white film from that place, a lot of paper. But Oshkosh is kind of quite different than Appleton, where I live now. Not a lot of people. This is around lunchtime. You can see the street, fairly narrow. This is the main drag. This is Main Street, where all the businesses are, the historical stuff, things like that. Just kind of seeing if we're going to get anything. Here's a couple guys working on some windows. He says hi. You can see there's not a lot of people, not a ton of traffic. It's okay, slow but steady. And so when I'm in Oshkosh, I know I'm not going to get, there's not going to be a lot of people stuff. Let's put it that way. It is not popular as far as people goes, as far as a lot of traffic. A lot of old businesses though, old buildings, things like that. So there is possibility for cool textures and reflections because there's a lot of windows, things like that. And I know coming up here, right here, there's this door I thought was really neat. It had a lot of texture, paint, things like that, that were kind of neat, kind of battered, old. I like the font of the 405, so I took some pictures of that and started heading back in the other direction, or the direction that I came from. And you can see how close things are. You can see the architecture, the brick, how kind of old things are, the different shops. And there's a few people out, not a ton. Here's something I thought would be kind of cool. I noticed this cool lighting, and I was kind of lining something up. Maybe, again, I would love if there had been a person like walking across the street or something, some reflected. Didn't even end up taking a picture of any of that. These guys here, I probably should have stopped and did something, but they were very aware of me, and it was kind of awkward. And I think I should have maybe approached them. I should have said something like, hey, I'm a street photographer. Do you mind if I take some pictures of just your hands working on this window or something? And, lesson learned there. Maybe I should have done that. But so a few minutes later, we're coming up on this. See this sign that says elsewhere kind of at the top. This is a big kind of new, big open workspace coffee shop that they opened up recently. It's probably one of the better places now in downtown Oshkosh. So now that there's sun out, I know on this side of the street that faces south, there could be some cool light and shadow stuff going on, especially with these big windows. And I do notice right here there's a coffee cup being highlighted. Forgive my camera work here. I'm too low, but I got something kind of neat there. And then as I crossed the street, nothing was going on for a good block and a half, 2 blocks. Saw this guy across the street working on the window. Again, the same place that I had walked by, and got a couple shots. Got a shot that was okay. I like using the cars as kind of framing the person when I shoot across the street. If there's cars in the way, I like to use the cars to frame them. So, and then I thought, maybe I could get that guy working on those windows as a reflection. So I started to try to find it in these different store windows, and I was looking, and I thought it wasn't working out. There wasn't really anything there. This guy walked by. I took some pictures of his reflection. It was nothing. So try to find that guy working on the windows, didn't really turn out. This guy ends up going into a hemp place to get some goodies. So this building on the left, this brick building I'm about to walk by, the black lettering says exclusive. I bought a lot of tapes and CDs back in the 80s in that place. And that company just closed down a couple months ago. It was very, very sad that a landmark like that closed down in Oshkosh. So I didn't find anything for a while. Again, probably 5-10 minutes, nothing. I decided to go kind of in these back alleys. If nothing's happening downtown, sometimes you find cool objects, cool things in the back. And so this was a little back road actually that has the back of these businesses, a lot of brick. You can see what's cool up front. I mean, you see this, it's probably peak week here in Wisconsin as far as color goes. There's the really vibrant reds, orange, yellows this time of year. So, and then I noticed this like power supply or whatever, the meters, that's just littered with stickers. There's stickers everywhere, all sorts of cool stuff. So I kind of took something wide here. I could always crop in if I need to, but it was just kind of cool. It's all these stickers. It was interesting. Kind of keep the viewer interested, that's for sure. They could be reading all these stickers if they wanted. So there's all the red. There's beautiful right there. And I was gonna go there. I was gonna head there, but to the left, I know there, I see the buses pulling out. There's a little transit station. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a few minutes, head down there. Maybe there's something going on at the transit center. They're pulling away, so that's not a good sign. That means it's not gonna be any buses. There's probably not gonna be any people because they're leaving the station. So, but I'm like, you know what? There might be something going on. And I did notice one bus still staying there, so I thought maybe with the sun hitting it directly at these windows, there might be some cool light and shadow stuff, interesting highlights and things like that. And I did kind of see something with the bus driver. As I turn here, now I'm up too high. Before I was too low, now I'm too high. But I see something kind of neat. I gotta be quick because I'm sure the bus is gonna leave. I take a couple horizontals of the bus driver, kind of being highlighted. The rest of the bus interiors are really dark. And then I take a couple of verticals, and that's about it. Kind of checking them there. So now I'm gonna head back to that square with all those pretty trees. Hoping maybe there'll be somebody there walking through, but even if there isn't, I just actually wanted to get a shot of these trees. The place on the left there, I don't know if you saw it, it says the Grand. That's has a history of being very, very haunted. So across the street here and check out what's going on. There's some workers working on some of the trees there. They were trimming them, cutting them, so that it was just basically the tops of them left. So this is a really nice square in the middle of downtown Oshkosh, like a little park resting area that used to be way back in the day businesses. That was a shoe store and a drug store, and now they've made it into this nice park. So here's an old statue here. I just wanted to kind of line up a shot of these trees. Would have been great to have somebody like walking a dog or walking with a couple kids, holding their hands or something, but just the shot even that I took I thought was really neat, just being how vibrant it is. And then I noticed this woman across the street, and I noticed the dumpster, and I'm like, you know what? It's not gonna be awesome, but I'm not getting a whole lot. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take that. This woman walking behind this dumpster. And it was okay. I do notice this worker in the middle of the street. This survey worker. You know, I'm quickly thinking, is there anything there? Is there anything there? Not really. Ended up not taking any pictures of him. So that's, you know, not a lot there. Oshkosh is a challenge. There's absolutely no doubt that Oshkosh is a challenge when it comes to street photography. You have to change your mentality and be aware you're not going to get a lot of people. But it was still a good time. There was still some stuff to get out. Colors were great, and so you never know what you're going to get. It's just that it's different down there. That's all. So that's what I got from Oshkosh. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk to you soon with another video. Check out my links and things below. Give me a thumbs up. Blah blah blah. We'll see you later. Bye bye.